Hi. Today we are drinking Oktoberfest and making some crab Rangoon. Oh, wait, hang on. My roommate got me a birthday present. Ta-da! Now I can cook in style. Anyway. If you've ever set foot in a Chinese restaurant, you've heard of these lovely little puffy little things called crab Rangoon, or sometimes known as crab puffs, or Rangoon puffs, or no honey, you order some and I'll just have a little of yours.
Hey!
If you haven't figured it out already, crab Rangoon is an American invention that just so happens to be on the menu of American Chinese restaurants. And those of you for which this is a surprise, why? They're deep fried. Of course they're American. They also have cream cheese in them, which, last I checked, Chinese people didn't put them on their bagels in the morning. Hint, we don't eat bagels. Anyway, here's what you're gonna need. If we're gonna eat crab Rangoons, we're gonna have dipping sauce, and here's how you make that. Half a cup of rice vinegar, 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. Oh no, that was, wow. Well, there's a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, and half a cup of water. Bring this to a simmer over medium heat. Once this has started to simmer, put 1 tablespoon of cornstarch in a bowl, add 1 tablespoon of water, mix it up until it forms a slurry. That's a funny word, slurry, 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 slurry. And mix it in. La da da dee dee da 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 da. Add some red pepper flakes if you're into that sort of thing, about maybe like a teaspoonful. See how this is thickening? Ooh, thickening. Mix it around some more, turn off the heat, set it aside and let it cool while you do the rest of it. In the yes, this totally makes sense for a Chinese dish corner, we have 6 ounces of imitation crab with a K, or approximately 9 or 10 pieces, more if you like crab. A package of wonton wrappers, the yellow one because they're a little thinner, but if you like thicker, go with the white one. And 6 sprigs of green onion. In the America takes over everything, how on earth could they think this is a genuine Chinese dish with these ingredients corner, we have an entire brick of cream cheese and a metric shit ton of oil. Basically, fat, fat, and more fat. And yet somehow people act surprised when I say this dish is actually American? Bowl. For the filling, you're gonna put in 8 ounces or a whole brick of your concentrated cholesterol, followed by your imitation crab with a K, which has been cut up into 1/2 inch pieces. When you attempt to do so, don't be surprised if it falls to a bunch of pieces like this, or like Britney Spears circa 2007. The green onions are next. Cut them up real thin as always and into the bowl. Come on. Some salt and pepper, and now mix very thoroughly. Now that we've dropped a fat mix, it's time to start wrapping. You're gonna need a little bit of water. Now you're gonna need to clean up a little bit of water. Damn it. Take a wrapper. You want to put about a tablespoon of filling into it, right in the middle. Dab some water all along the edges. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring the corners to meet one another. You're gonna take it like a fortune teller if you had one of those things in grade school, you know. Bring the 4 corners together to meet in the middle to make that sort of Rangoony shape. This is very difficult to do while you're drunk. Kind of something like that, yeah? Pinch everything else closed and get all of the air out of the middle section. See that? Make sure all of this is nice and tight and that all of the seams are nice and pressed together and that there's no exposure to the inside of the Rangoon. See all this? Do it with the rest of it.
Fill a wok or a pot with the oil, enough oil to about coat your Rangoon. If you're doing this on the burner like me, you want this to be about a little higher than medium heat. But if you have a deep fryer, and I don't because I'm poor, excuse me, I gotta put my $50 chef knife away. If you have a deep fryer, set it to 375 degrees. But if you don't, and you have one of these fancy babies, heat up your oil until it's about 375 degrees. Ta-da! Now very gently put in anywhere between 5 to 10 Rangoons at a time. I have a very small pot, so I can only fit about 6. As they're in there, you want to keep agitating them so that every surface gets coated with the oil. This might prove to be a little bit difficult because they're going to want to float a certain way. Nah, turn them over, press them down, keep them down there until they fry. That sounds a bit sadistic. Happy Halloween. You want to keep doing this for about 3 minutes or so until they start to become this lovely golden brown.
These are starting to look nice and golden brown. So what you're going to want to do is to
Take all these out, making sure you drip all the oil off, and then put them on a paper towel lined plate.
let them sit for a while to let the cream cheese cool down so it doesn't burn the crap out of your mouth, and then serve it. Like, share, favorite, subscribe. But most importantly, eat. Oh, good. If you have any recommendations as to what you want me to make, drop them in the comments. No one's home right now, so I can eat all these by myself. Early onset diabetes, here we come. See you next time. Opening isn't big enough. Is that half a cup? Who knows? Especially considering I'm looking for three quarters of a cup. Oh, the camera's still rolling. Whoops.